AI is going to replace human being.
एक माइंडसेट है इंडिया में जो इंजीनियरिंग से रिलेटेड है, बेसिकली जुगाड़ू माइंडसेट।
मैं ये कहता हूँ कि ये जुगाड़ू है, ये इनोवेशन का पहला स्टेप है। हम वो पेंडेमिक देख चुके हैं, है ना, COVID-19, everybody suffered in that pandemic, and you realize that the vaccine which was developed was in very short span of time.
Is EV really the future?
ये जो IC इंजन जो आज हम यूज़ करते हैं, ये डेवलप होने में करीब 150 से 200 साल लगे। EV is a new technology, but this evolution is not going to take this much of time because of the technology which is available now. AI is going to replace human being. कि मैं एक बार कंपेयर तो करके देखता हूँ कि मतलब what a human brain offers and how does the AI system works. Comparing biological system with AI, I think that AI will take over. So finally, what I see in the next 20 years is the convergence.
Today's industries don't just need engineer with degree. They need engineer who can build, solve and create from day one. Joining us today is Professor Dr. Naveen Kumar, Deputy Dean of Faculty of Integrated and Advanced Technology at SPSU, where the focus is not just on the learning and engineering, but actually living it. So let's start the podcast. Sir, first of all, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me here.
Sir, I personally am very genuinely excited about this podcast because even though I'm not from the engineering background, but over the years I've sort of built some sort of curiosity towards science, engineering in general. So I'm personally very excited about the podcast, sir.
Because engineering is particularly a field जो सभी की जीवन में बड़ा importance रखता है. It affects, and nowadays when new technologies are rolling, so everybody is fond of technology and they are using it. So I think that, and particularly engineering is very close to my heart.
Sir, before we talk about engineering, you have studied at IIT Roorkee. You've done your masters at IIT Roorkee. I want to know about the early days in your college. How was that experience, and what sort of student were you around that time?
That's quite interesting because if I recollect my interest, so since schooling time I was very much interested about knowing about mechanical systems, how do they actually work, and that made me to investigate more about the systems and all that, and finally that led me to the IIT Roorkee, and there I was a curious and disciplined student, frank to say that, and IIT ecosystem does give you a lot of opportunity. वहाँ पर आपको बहुत सारी ऐसी चीज़ें मिलती हैं where you can expand your knowledge, and there are chances to debate, collaborate and discuss with the peers and even juniors. Not only this, the IIT system also allows you to grow up as a complete human being. Say for example, you can hone up your skills in the sports as well. So I worked on my badminton skills, and I represented the university at university level. So that was an exciting period of my study at IIT Roorkee.
तो सर आप मस्ती वस्ती बिल्कुल कम करते थे क्या?
स्पोर्ट्स में मस्ती होती है, स्पोर्ट्स में मस्ती होती है. अभी सारे हॉस्टल के बच्चे then they team up, and then sometimes we are playing cricket, and not only in the daytime, even in the during night time. So the students, when they get fed up with their study, what do? They team up and they say, okay, आज खेलेंगे, आज पूरे दिन खेलेंगे, तो पूरे दिन खेलना चलता है. So everything is we are trying to test the limits. So that's what is the living in the any IIT ecosystem.
Superb. सर आपने कब फिगर आउट किया कि टीचिंग और मेंटरशिप इज समथिंग दैट आई वुड लाइक टू चूज फॉर माय करियर? बिकॉज ये was this something that you chose around when you were doing your masters at IIT, or later in your life you figured out that this is something that is my calling, or I would like to do this?
No, actually, to be very frank, I did not think of being a professor as my profession for a long time. But gradually and steadily, I realized over a period of time, because when I was during my study days at IIT Roorkee, I used to discuss with my seniors. I sometimes I have to teach them about the fundamentals. And when I was at industry also, I worked for around 1.5 years. There also I used to tell the peers about the system, how does it work. So finally I thought that my interest is more in terms of delivering learnings to the peers or to the students. So gradually I thought that I will be justifying my role as a professor. So I shifted my focus adapting this role, and I am perfectly all right, and I am doing very well with the students.
Oh, definitely, sir. You're doing a fabulous job because I personally engage with a lot of students over here and generally get to know, because we did one show called One Day Internship, where I went with students in JKC.
Yeah, I know that.
And the students were speaking really highly of you. IIT Roorkee में ऐसे कोई professor थे या ऐसे कोई mentor थे, which sort of in hindsight or subconsciously given you a spark that professor is something that I can do, like how we discussed. ऐसा कुछ सिनेरियो था?
IIT के प्रोफेसर्स में आपको कहूँ कि आई वॉज फॉर्चुनेट कि मैं जितने भी प्रोफेसर मेरे को पढ़ाए हैं वो सारे एक्सीलेंट हैं एंड रिनोन्ड फिगर हैं इन देयर ओन फील्ड, बट क्लोज टू माई हार्ट देयर वर 2 प्रोफेसर्स. वन वाज डॉक्टर HS Shan and another was Dr. NK Mehta. I used to go to them, and I also did my master's thesis under them. So they used to say that engineering is not about solving problems in isolation, but engineering is about solving the problem which is related to the society, and that changed my perspective about engineering completely. And I started looking mechanical as a system which is directly related to the society, and no engineering is successful until it covers the whole problem until it's delivered to the society. So that's what is mentoring, true mentoring, where you get to know that what you are supposed to do being a student in the engineering and seeking career in engineering field.
Such a great thought, sir. Genuinely.
Yeah.
So if we compare the times when you were a student, now you are teaching a lot of students, सर वो टाइम कैसा था और अभी जो कितना डिफरेंस है बच्चों में? इज देयर अ क्यूरियोसिटी डिफरेंस, और एडवांसमेंट में कितना लोगों की जो थिंकिंग है, बच्चों की जो थिंकिंग है, वो कहाँ तक पहुँच पा रही है सर?
बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग सवाल है, और ये सवाल बहुत क्लोज है मेरे हार्ट के, बिकॉज बहुत डिफरेंस है, बहुत डिफरेंस है. नॉट इन टर्म्स ऑफ क्यूरियोसिटी. The young generation of today's era, they are full of curiosity, there is no doubt about that, but the only significant change which comes is in their learning pattern. Okay. Sure. Generally in our old days when we used to study in the college, the knowledge resources were limited. Right. Okay. In case of any doubt, we used to go to the library or to the professor or consult with the peers. That was the only resources which were available. Right. But the young people who are growing in this era, they are having whole lot of information just a click away, like ChatGPT, Google, right, and all digital tools. Correct. That's why these people are, have become more practical oriented. They are, young generation today is not believing get employed in a company. They are trying to build their own system. They are going into the startups. They are taking problems at their own, and they are making business out of that. So lot of difference in learning pattern only because of the technology which is available, but they are quite ambitious.
पर सर ये कभी कभार गलत भी तो हो सकता है ना, जब जहाँ पे इतनी ज़्यादा इन्फॉर्मेशन अवेलेबल हो, दैट at times student can also take it as a half information, and there has to be a fact checking as well as on students part as well.
Yes.
So what is your thought on that?
That's why the importance of the professor comes into picture.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's the role which a professor is supposed to deliver in the classroom. So you have a lot of learning resources, but at the same time you have to channelize this young energy so that they get the right information, imbibe kind of ethics amongst them, so that they try to use the technology in the right way, which is directly benefiting the society. So that's what is the need of the hour, and where the professor's role becomes very important.
Correct. क्योंकि सर आज से 3-4 साल या 5 साल पहले भी, और जब हम भी पढ़ते थे तो गूगल का इस्तेमाल करते थे, तो we used to there was some energy going. You were searching and few things which are not available online. Then you'll have to. But now with Chat GPT, everything is there.
And you get the to the point information.
To the point answer, exactly.
Yeah. So, but that's a very valid point that student needs to fact check that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very important.
Yes.
Because when the knowledge is available, sometimes the knowledge is also biased.
Yes.
So perhaps that may lend the energy, young energy, which is into a different direction altogether.
Correct.
So that's very important.
Yes. सर एक माइंडसेट है इंडिया में, जब लोग जो इंजीनियरिंग से रिलेटेड है, बेसिकली जुगाड़ू माइंडसेट, कि इंजीनियर लड़का है या इंजीनियर स्टूडेंट है तो जुगाड़ू है.
जुगाड़ू इंडियन कॉन्टेक्स्ट में कहा जाता है. जनरली हम इंजीनियरिंग में कोई भी एक एग्जिस्टिंग मशीन को या कुछ एग्जिस्टिंग सिस्टम को चेंज करते हैं या कुछ उसमें और दूसरे अटैचमेंट करते हैं, तो हम इसको बोलते हैं रेट्रोफिटिंग. सो इट्स अ काइंड ऑफ रेट्रोफिटिंग. एंड मैं ये कहता हूँ कि ये जुगाड़ू है, ये इनोवेशन का पहला स्टेप है. ओके. सो व्हेन in engineering classes and engineering students are exposed to so many real world problems, he used to see how to solve them. So whenever he works on a system, he comes out with a certain modification of the system, and that people call a jugaad. So fine tuning those jugads will become the innovation. That's what is engineering is all about.
So on that thought, the other day I was roaming in the campus, and then I was roaming, and then फूं करके एक RC कार अपने यूनिवर्सिटी की स्टूडेंट की. But I got to know that was from the scratch built in the SPSU campus.
Yes.
So that was really amazing, and in the mechanical lab.
Actually, that's what is we at the university are doing. That we are developing a curriculum in such a way that हमारे स्टूडेंट ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लैब में काम करें, एंड वी एक्सपोज देम टू द प्रोजेक्ट वर्क एंड ऑल दैट. सो दिस आइडिया वाज आउट ऑफ द प्रोजेक्ट वर्क, दैट व्हाई शुड नॉट वी बिल्ड अ कार which works for the roaming purpose in the campus, and that with the lowest cost, and using some scrap material like कहीं होंडा स्कूटर का हमने वो इंजन लेके आए, ब्रेक हमने बनाए, फिर जो हाइड्रोलिक सिस्टम है वो हमने डेवलप किया यूजिंग ऑल दोज स्क्रैप आइटम्स, एंड दैट सक्सेसफुली वर्कड. सो जब आप एक सिस्टम को परफेक्टली डेवलप कर लेते हैं तो आपके अंदर एक कॉन्फिडेंस अलग आ जाता है कि यस, आई हैव अंडरस्टूड द सिस्टम एंड आई एम रेडी टू वर्क ऑन even more advanced system.
Yes.
So that's what is the teaching and where the students are exposed to.
But that is something genuinely fascinating, sir.
Yes.
We've also made an EV bike.
Yes, we are working, and our student, not only EV bike, we have made, as a student have made EV cycles where the people are roaming around, and those cycles have been made with a minimum cost. And though we purchase frames from outside, but all fittings and everything, all economical analysis and everything done by our students. So that was an excellent product. And we are also working on EV scooty. So our students are working on that, and we are soon working to develop a bogie, which would be useful for the university roaming purpose.
I'm genuinely amazed by the labs here at SPSU. That was a 3D printer. Sir, if you can just spark some light on that, because for the person who's not aware about engineering and seeing that sort of infrastructure in labs is genuinely fascinating, sir.
So this technology, which is called 3D printing, is sometimes in engineering terms we say that additive manufacturing. So generally हम जो कोई पार्ट को मैन्युफैक्चर करते हैं तो उसमें से कुछ मटेरियल हटाते हैं, है ना, हम उसको या तो फाइलिंग करते हैं या घिसते हैं या कुछ मटेरियल हटाते हैं, उसमें बहुत लॉस होता है. सो दिस टेक्नोलॉजी गिव्स यू अ फाइनल प्रोडक्ट विदाउट रिमूविंग मटेरियल. सो यू आर नॉट क्रिएटिंग एनी वेस्ट, यू आर नॉट क्रिएटिंग एनी वेस्ट. एट द सेम टाइम बड़ा फास्ट है.
अच्छा.
सो प्रोटोटाइपिंग हैज़ बिकम वेरी फास्ट. सो इफ़ यू आर, आपके दिमाग में अभी कोई कंसेप्ट आया, now you want to develop that as a product for prototyping, you can develop in the 3D printer. So nowadays this technology has advanced to the level. Initially we were using all these plastic materials for printing purpose, but अभी तो सब अपन even metals की printing is also possible. So this printing is going to be a future technology, and our students, it's a part of our curriculum where we are teaching, and we are our students are practically doing that.
So you're the Deputy Dean of FIAT, Faculty of Integrated and Advanced Technology. For someone who's not aware about FIAT, what FIAT is, how would you like to explain it to them? Or how is it different from the traditional engineering?
Faculty of Integrated and Advanced Technology एक विजन के साथ हमने चालू किया, क्योंकि अब वो ज़माना नहीं रहा जो हम सोचते थे कि प्लेन कोर ब्रांचेस वुड सर्वाइव, बिकॉज देर आर लॉट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजीज विच आर गोइंग अराउंड साइमल्टेनियसली. चाहे वो क्लीन एनर्जी की बात हो, चाहे एआई की बात हो, चाहे रोबोटिक्स की बात हो, चाहे यू टोल्ड अबाउट 3D प्रिंटिंग, यू टोल्ड अबाउट स्मार्ट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, देन योर स्मार्ट मोबिलिटी. ये सारी टेक्नोलॉजी अभी साथ में चल रही हैं. ओके, एंड they are going to converge, they are going to converge in a single technology. Okay, so that's very important in today's time, that student are given more kind of interdisciplinary knowledge. और इसी विजन के साथ में हमने ये फैकल्टी ऑफ इंटीग्रेटेड एंड एडवांस टेक्नोलॉजी चालू किया. अब इसमें हम मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग में मैकेनिकल तो पढ़ाते हैं, या बायोटेक्नोलॉजी में बायोटेक्नोलॉजी पढ़ाते हैं, लेकिन हम उसको एक ऐसा एडवांस स्पेशलाइजेशन भी देते हैं जिससे कि उसको लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी को यूज़ करने का उसके पर्टिकुलर फील्ड में मौका मिलता है. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल मैकेनिकल में हम स्पेशलाइजेशन करवा रहे हैं डिजिटल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग विद एआई. ओके, सो देयर इज़ अ एआई इनटू दैट, because application of AI is very important in manufacturing. And similarly in biotechnology we are doing, say, bioinformatics, food and agriculture. So all these are interdisciplinary knowledge which are including in the core syllabus. That's why it becomes Faculty of Integrated and Advanced Technology. End of the day, the student who is doing these courses will be higher level skilled, okay, which is demanded by the industry.
Yes.
At the same time, he is going to be industry ready engineer.
Super. So you spoke about biotechnology.
Yeah.
Biotechnology, sir, ऐसे सुनने में बहुत कॉम्प्लेक्स लगता है, बट आई हैव हर्ड दैट इट्स यूज्ड इन आवर डेली लाइव्स. वो कैसे सर, मतलब?
बायोटेक्नोलॉजी एक दूसरा ऐसा फील्ड है जो मेरे इट्स वेरी क्लोज टू माई हार्ट, बिकॉज इट इज डायरेक्टली इम्पैक्टिंग द सोसाइटी. ओके, हम वो पेंडेमिक देख चुके हैं, है ना, COVID-19, everybody suffered in that pandemic, and you realize that the vaccine which was developed was in very short span of time. Generally, when you develop a vaccine that takes 5 years, 6 years time, but because of all these technology which is available now, you can test it very fast. So biotechnology is nothing but the use of living organism like cells and biological products for making something which is directly beneficial for the society. There are three important areas and so very important because मैं तो recommend करता हूँ सबको कि if you want to make something where you want to serve the society,
Right.
biotechnology is the right field where you can directly deliver to the society. Like say for example in healthcare and medicine. So this is doing like in pandemic we developed, so it's a fantastic job. Second is your food and agriculture. So to sustain this much of population,
Right.
you know that all the farms and fields are shrinking, but still we are able to produce more crops
Right.
and sustain on that. So this is only because of the biotechnology, some hybrid crops being developed. So this is a part of biotechnology. And another is your food. So in food, generally all those fermented products like yogurt and all that, it's a part of biotechnology. So biotechnology, where you want to invent something which is for the benefit of the society, it's a wonderful job. And in the time to come, it's going to play a pivotal role.
सुपर सर. ऐसे सुन नॉर्मली अगर बायोटेक्नोलॉजी किसी को बोलते तो ऐसा लगता है कि स्पाइडरमैन जो यूज करता है वो है, बट वो डेली लाइफ में भी यूज होता है. वो समझ के आज बहुत सही लगा.
Huge role.
Yes. Sir, I'm personally very interested in cars in general. EV cars लोग ऐसा बोलते हैं कि is the future. US में it's heavily sir it's coming, and in India is also taking a charge on EV. They are betting a lot on EV cars. But sir, India में somehow the EV two-wheelers, people are not really satisfied with some brands or few things. कहीं पे आग लग जा रही है, कहीं पे कुछ हो रहा है. Is EV really the future? Keeping everything, even the cost, because some people are seeing the cost efficiency is there, but when you are buying a car which is expensive and then you recharging it on the highway, the cost is not really making the sense. So is EV really the future?
इसके बारे में मैं आपको थोड़ा सा डीपर जा करके बताता हूँ. अगर आपको पता होगा कि अभी जो व्हीकल और मोबिलिटी हम यूज़ करते हैं वाइडली, जो पहले तक यूज़ करते आ रहे हैं, वो आईसी इंजन बेस्ड है एंड फ्यूल बेस्ड इंजन्स हम यूज़ करते हैं. एंड आपको बड़ा शॉकिंग होगा ये जान करके कि ये जो आईसी इंजन जो आज हम यूज़ करते हैं, ये डेवलप होने में करीब 150 से 200 साल लगे. सो इट हैज़ इवॉल्व्ड since the beginning of innovation. It has evolved over a period of time, and what IC engine today we are using is evolution over the period of 150 or 200 years. Yes. So EV is a new technology, but this evolution is not going to take this much of time because of the technology which is available now.
Yes.
मैंने इसके ऊपर एक back of the paper calculation किया था, and which I posted on my LinkedIn also. Yes. The back of paper calculation was like that how much kilometers you should use your two-wheeler.
I saw that
post, so that it becomes economical. So I calculated considering all fuel cost, battery cost in the present scenario, and it was somewhere around 5,000 kilometers if you're using per year. Challenges are different in as far as India is concerned. See, in 2025 we sold around 22 lakhs of EVs. Okay, and that is somewhere around 16% of year-on-year growth rate.
Yes.
लेकिन उस स्पीड से हमने EV इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर नहीं डेवलप किया. Okay?
Yes, correct. Yes.
And क्या होता है ना कि आज EV लेकर के मैं सोचता हूँ कि मैं सिटी के अंदर ही चलूँ, बाहर ले जाने, क्योंकि इंडिया की कंडीशन में सिटीज़ आर डिस्टेंस अपार्ट, एंड उसमें ले जा करके सिंस यू आर नॉट गेटिंग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, देन पीपल आर हेजिटेंट टू यूज दैट. बट ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम दैट वुड ऑल्सो कम इन टू पिक्चर, दैट विल डेवलप. Second important thing, India's climatic condition is slightly hot and battery management systems still costly are fair. So over a period of time that would also evolve, and you will find because once the battery cost and management system improves, I think that these problems like fire and sometimes some accidents happening would also go away. So looking at the trend, India would also catch up with the world, and I think that EV is a fantastic solution as far as pollution is concerned. So I think that it becomes popular in India as well.
So speaking of LinkedIn, I came across another post of yours where you've compared human mind and AI.
Yes.
And that was something really fascinating, where how you compared the 20 watts with the kilocalories with the human mind and the AI itself. Because एक बारी जब मैंने पढ़ा तो मैं एक बारी तो ऐसा हो गया कि यार मेरे को वापस से पढ़ना पड़ेगा. मैं वापस से पढ़ा, then it actually makes sense.
Yes. See, there are news around that AI is going to replace human being. So I had that in my mind कि मैं एक बार कंपेयर तो करके देखता हूँ कि मतलब what a human brain offers and how does the AI system works.
Right.
So I found that human system, because human system also developed over millions of years. Okay. So perhaps AI would develop, evolve after years like that, but it is so efficient, energy efficient, that it performs around 10 raised to power 15 calculations in 20 watt energy, and 20 watt energy is something like that you are giving it to an LED bulb. Okay.
Right.
So that complex system with that much of efficiency, and that too, this energy is developed by the human system from the low grade food which is available.
Right.
Okay. Whereas AI at present time is energy intensive.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
And this is the only crisis which is coming into picture, is that energy. So comparing biological system with AI, I think that AI will take over, but as of now, this human brain is very efficient. I give you one more example.
Yes, please.
एक आपने एक पैराडॉक्स के बारे में सुना होगा, गैलीलियो पैराडॉक्स ऑफ मोशन.
Okay.
जनरली समवेयर 1600 या 1700 ईयर में लोग सोचते थे कि सन इज मेकिंग मूविंग अराउंड द अर्थ. ओके. एंड बिकॉज देयर वर रीजन्स बिहाइंड दिस थॉट कि अगर अर्थ सन के चारों तरफ घूमती तो अर्थ के ऊपर बहुत सारी तेज हवाएं चलती, जो कि नहीं है. तो इसका मतलब सन इसके चारों तरफ घूमता है. अब मेरे को आप ये बताइए कि एआई उस टाइम होता और एआई को हम डालते कि आप बताइए कि सूरज पृथ्वी के चक्कर लगा रहा है या पृथ्वी, तो एआई वुड हैव गिवन द सिंपल आंसर दैट सूरज चक्कर लगा रहा है, क्योंकि इट इज बेस्ड ऑन द ट्रेनिंग विच इज अवेलेबल एट दैट टाइम, जो वहाँ के ट्रेनिंग में अवेलेबल था. तो दैट आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस इज एन इंटेलिजेंस, but that is not a generalized intelligence which human mind. People are saying that we are working on AGI, which is artificial general intelligence, but it will take time to develop that sense that Galileo at that time said कि नहीं, अर्थ सूरज के चारों तरफ चक्कर लगा रही है, and people rejected him outrightly. But over the period of time, जब लोगों ने realize किया, and lot of innovation happened thereafter. So this is what is the power of human mind.
Human mind. Sir, we spoke about AI, EV, engineering in general. So what is the next 20 years of engineering looks like to you? I mean, in last 5 years itself, there's so much advancement. What is the next 20 years is holding for us?
So that's what I told earlier also, that there are a lot of technologies which are evolving simultaneously,
right,
which includes your biotechnology, which includes mining, everything, your smart mobility, smart manufacturing, everything is evolving. So finally, what I see in the next 20 years is the convergence of these technology into the system, where these technologies are complementing each other.
Complementing
okay?
each other, yes.
And they are bringing about systems which are more efficient, more useful, and in the approach of a common man. So this is what I see, that next 20 years there would be a time, because these technologies are developing independently, there would be a convergence and people will apply them in one system and will get the maximum out of this.
Sir, is there anything in particular that you are betting on? Like health tech is something I'm genuinely really excited for, because now people are developing health tech, small
Yes.
devices that is giving you loads of information.
Yes, yes.
In just one click, your phone is giving you so much information about your own body. There's so many things. Is there something that you are really excited for?
Yes, in that respect, I think that nanotechnology is going to play a very important role as far as healthcare is concerned. See, people have developed so small robots in nano dimensions, where they are going to travel in your body, and they would, without you notice them, and they would directly reach out to the part of your body which is infected or is suffering from a disease, and they are going to cure from that place. So once this technology matures, I think that it's going to do wonders as far as nanotechnology, and combining with IT, your AI and everything, this is going to make it more powerful.
So for students who's watching this podcast, what is that one message that you want to give to them that is genuinely gonna give them a piece of advice that will help them?
आपने बहुत अच्छा सवाल पूछा मेरे से, और ये चीज़ मैं हर बार इस क्लास में जाता हूँ तो बच्चों को भी बताता हूँ. जनरली क्या होता है कि बच्चा सोचता है कि वंस आई कम टू एकेडमिक्स I need to perform well,
yes.
I need to secure good marks. आजकल जो इंडस्ट्रीज हैं वो केवल आपके, हालांकि they are looking for technical knowledge, but they are looking beyond that.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
So one of the important skill which they are looking for in the student is problem solving and analytical skill, which is very important.
Yes.
See, how do you attack the problem? You are posed with a problem, you know that there is a problem, this particular problem needs to be rectified, which is prevailing in the society.
Yes.
और आपको ये नहीं पता है कि इसको कैसे अटैक करना है. So you must have that ability, how to attack the problem, how to build new devices, how to do innovations and all that. So that comes under your problem solving skill. Second important skill which the people, industry people are looking for, and even in general life very important, is that your curiosity to learn continuously.
Okay.
The time has gone that you study in college and now you have become industry person and you need not to study.
Right.
Technology is changing so fast,
every day.
so you must have to have that habit to hone up your skills and keep updating yourself, keep on reading and doing experimentation with the new technology.
Yes.
So that is another important aspect industry people are looking for. And the third is your communication and teamwork. No product can be developed, अकेला आदमी कुछ भी नहीं कर सकता है ना. Industries are running where all variety of engineers are working there. So you must have to know that how to work in, even if you are starting your startup, there also you have to have your team, your delegation of responsibilities to the team, and to get the work done. So that is also important. And out of all this, very important is your attitude and ethics. So that is very important, that you use the technology for the benefit of the society, and that's what we teach the student. Whenever they go for project work, they do internship, all the while we keep the student working with in the right direction with the technology.
Superb, sir. This was an amazingly insightful podcast, like how I genuinely expected it to be. It was, I genuinely came with an open mind and got to know so much about engineering and the future that's about to come. Thank you so much for doing this, sir.
Thank you so much, Harji, and it's a pleasure to be here and speaking my mind.
Superb, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.